Hi, I'm Kimmie from Life Balance blog. I'm really glad you could join me to watch this video today. Initially, what inspired me to create my blog was my love of graphic web design. But soon after creating my first blog, Relax, Relate, Let Go, I realized that I could use blogging as another avenue to fulfilling my deepest passions, which is helping others to achieve more balanced and thus happier lives. On my blog, I share my thoughts, my insights, and my experience to life's toughest emotional issues. That all comes from the lessons that I've learned from the traumatic events that have taken place in my life, such as childhood sexual abuse, many failed abusive marriages, and addictions. And from all of that, I feel that I've gained a greater compassion and empathy for others, which I think helps me to connect with others on a somewhat spiritual level. The message that I wish to convey on my blog is that your thoughts and your beliefs are what determine your reality. And that's why it's so important to monitor what you focus upon from day to day. In order to transform your desires into your reality, you must first become self-aware. That's the very first step in creating any kind of permanent changes in your life. And you know, most of us go through our days mindlessly without giving much attention to that constant mental chatter that goes on in the background of our minds. And if you were to practice that for one day, writing down all your thoughts on a piece of paper, and at the end of the day, take a look at that list, and you might be surprised at how much negativity is in there. So if you can get a hold of what you're thinking about, what you're focusing upon, then you can take control and turn things around. Since I first began my self-awareness work several years ago, I've noticed huge changes in my emotional and my spiritual life. So as for me, I've chosen to make this into a lifelong challenge, to continually strive for excellence in every area of my life. I believe that whatever you put into life is exactly what you get back. So put in your best and you receive the best. And that goes for your job, your relationships, your emotional, your physical life. It's the same principle as treat others as you would have them treat you. And so once you begin to see the big picture of how self-awareness can help you transform your desires into reality, the more motivation and excitement you gain for life. And most importantly, the more changes you see transpire in your life. I've learned that anything worth doing requires a tremendous amount of patience. And I can tell you that patience is probably one of my weakest aspects of my personality. But since I first started blogging, I've noticed that I've gained strength in that area. Another thing that I've learned is the importance of eliminating the fear of what others think. When I first started blogging, with every post that I published, I obsessively worried whether others were picking apart every single word that I said, how it sounded, whether they liked it or hated it or thought it sounded stupid. In doing this, what I learned was that I was creating a mental block that was preventing me from expressing what I really wanted to say to others. Once I removed that mental block, I believe that my writing greatly improved. It allowed me to bring out my more creative side. And I intend on continuing to improve upon the quality of my post and my blog. One of my favorite sayings is just let it go. And anyone that's been around me for any length of time knows that I say that often. In fact, I have a very dear friend that surprised me one day with a t-shirt that had that on it. And she said she couldn't pass it up. She thought of me immediately. And I wear that t-shirt often. And it always reminds me to just let go of all the small stuff, all the insignificant cares of the day. I believe that it's very beneficial for anybody to have a favorite word or quote or saying that they can use at those times that they feel very stressed or worried or fearful, and to help them to relax down, to be calm. So I believe that as long as you can be calm, that you can handle stress with a lot more ease and be a lot more effective. And relax is another word that I use. I say the word relax as I exhale slowly, and I do that several times, and that also seems to instantly calm me down. So I'm just wondering, how about you? Do you have a favorite word or phrase or saying that you use to help you to relax down immediately? I'd love to hear about it on my blog.